So, move this out of the way. We're making a quick, simple, easy dish. We are cutting round potatoes first, okay? So I'm going to show you one. Cut off the edge very thin. Cut that in half, it'll look like the rest of them. Put the flat end down. And you want to get all your potatoes cut. My mom likes these super thick, I like them super thin. So if I was the cook, I'd do them the way I wanted. If the kids are going to eat it no matter what, then you do it the way you want. And as it gets close to the end, I just cup it like this. And I cut my last few little slivers. Unless you want to brave it and keep cutting and see what happens. So we are going to make scalloped potatoes. But we're going to make them so that is a meal. I've been making this for my boys for, gosh, since they were babies. I just always loved scalloped potatoes and the flavor and all that, so I would make it, but with some kind of meat, and I'll show you that. So we're going to get these cut up. I'll get back at you. Okay, so we have our, I'm going to put one onion. And you can cut these however you want. You want slivers. This is how I like to do them with finely chopped. You don't cut all the way back to the root because that's what holds it together so that you can get business.
Simmers.
All right, so we are grounding our ground beef, hamburger, whatever you call it. Now, when you cook, steps that you leave in or take out, throwing in my onions, make a big difference on how your food comes out, believe it or not. We are not putting the onions in the potatoes in the casserole. That's going to go in the oven. We're putting them in the meat. Well, what's the difference? It's the same thing. The difference is huge. The difference is you do not want this dish full of onion and garlic. You want the flavor, you want everything to have its own flavor. And you make that happening by doing it in several steps. Now, you can throw it all together and toss it in the oven and you get what you get. And I feel for your family. That is you. It's not as good as it could have been. But I guess my best wasn't good enough. 'Cause here we are back where we were before. Right? Everybody knows that song? Here, Jeremy, can you come put the garlic away from me, please? So, put the onions in because the onions will take a while to caramelize to get that nice, sweet onion flavor. Hey! I'm recording. Get out. I'll call you when it's done.
Oh.
I'll call you when it's done. Anyway, we're going to put this on, right now it's on high. We're going to put it on low. And we're going to just let the onions get into that meat right now, okay? And then that gives us time to get our garlic in order. Just cut it up and stick it in there. It's going to go with the onions. But when you lower the onions and the meat, it gives you a chance to cut these up, gives the onions a chance to cook in there, and get all the flavors mixed into that meat that is still raw. A lot of people wait till they're done. I don't know why they do this, but just do the math with me, all right? When you're cooking the meat and the meat is red, it's raw, and you put the seasonings in there while it's raw, where do the seasonings go? Throughout the meat. Now, if you do the seasonings after it's already been browned, any meat, you get the flavor on top on the outer edge. But is it inside? No. So you don't get the full flavor, you just get the outer edge flavors. I watched a video of this couple, which is why I did the I started doing the chicken nugget videos. I saw them, they were trying to make their kids, what do you call it? Chicken nuggets. Or chicken strips, chicken fingers, whatever it was they were doing. All right, garlic is going into the meat because the meat is not cooked yet. It's cooking, but it's not cooked yet. And I watched what they were doing, and all they did was coated the outside and they cooked it. And the look on the faces when they did the taste test was very telling. It did not taste good. And I knew it wasn't going to taste good because they got it on the outer layer. They did not put it inside the meat. And the only way to get it inside the meat is to put the seasoning in while the meat is raw. We're going to do, I don't know, about a tablespoon of cumin into the meat. So I did a video on chicken nuggets because there's a lot of people out there trying to figure out how in the world do I get flavor in the meat, or how do I get it to taste good, or how, you know. So I did a video on how you do that, and you've got to get it in the meat. Okay, you've got to ground it up. Stuff at McDonald's, you think those are whole pieces? That's ground up meat, y'all. All right, then you're going to do a teaspoon of onion powder, teaspoon of garlic powder. I had to look at the label. Forgot which one I grabbed. You can use any salt you want. If you're eating this immediately, use iodized salts because that's how you get your iodine. Unless you have another form, a liquid form or something like that. You want to do a teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan. I used iodized salt maybe once or twice a week. I just have all kinds of salt sitting over there. And teaspoon of pepper. These are all teaspoon. If I said tablespoon, they're all teaspoon. I do that a lot in my videos. I'll say tablespoon, I'll go listen, I'll be like, oh crap, they're gonna put a tablespoon. So I do that a lot. I don't mean to, it just happens. That's about all the flavor you're gonna want in there, okay? You wanna go crazy, add in other stuff and getting all silly, you go right on ahead. But I want my boys to eat this food. Well, one day Jeremy will try my food and he's gonna wish he'd never not eat my food, but for now, that's just not happening. So this is cooking. Nice, nice, nice. This is where all your seasoning's gonna go, right here in this meat, okay? Because the potatoes are gonna take on the seasoning of your cream, and I'll be adding some more salt and pepper and some heavy cream, okay? Now when you put these flavors together, absolute, amazing, wonderful goodness in your mouth. You're gonna love it. It's gonna taste really, really good. Now, for those of you that want your vegetables, you can put in peas, carrots, all that good stuff. I'm not doing that. Actually, I'm putting in, let me show you. Forgot to take them out. But these are green and red bell peppers that are fresh. That I don't want to use them all. Shoot. What do we do? What do we do? Hold on. Hold on. Back up the truck. You put my music back on, Jeremy. You know, this is a dish that I can get away with using broccoli. Yes, I can. We're going to put broccoli. No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. Back up the truck. Back up the truck. Jerry, can you take these out to the outside freezer? They're going to fall in here, please.
What's that? What happened?
Oh, just this cheese came out.
Just meat? What is this?
to take these legs out for the dogs. All right, we are going to do broccoli. We're doing broccoli, y'all. Because I had opened this bag. Now, the broccoli is going to take on the flavor of your dish. So, I was going to do a little bag. I was going to make broccoli soup, meatball broccoli soup. I don't know if I made that for y'all yet. I'll have to look. If I haven't, oh my goodness, you guys, broccoli soup. My mother taught me how to make it. You make it with rigatoni noodles and meatballs. Make your own meatball. Oh my goodness. It is to die for, you guys. It is so delicious. All right. Now you don't want to get in here and get all that cooked up. You know, you're done. Turn it off. You're done. All right, we are going to put this on. $3.80. All right, this is a huge pan. I think it's 20 inch, or it's really extremely huge. The one that I made Christopher's pizza in was not even this big. I think that's a 12 inch. This is a 20 inch. You can use a baking pan or, you know, whatever. It's just what I'm using today. And I'm just buttering up the sides. This is already seasoned, but I'm still gonna butter up the sides. I don't want my food to stick. And it may still stick, who knows? We won't know till it's done. All right. Then I'm just gonna drop off some butter. And this is gonna go within. All right. All right, these are your potatoes. We're going to throw in our meat mixture. Pan's really heavy for me, so I'm just going to do one of these. And then to get all them onions and garlic and oil, because this meat did not let loose a ton of oil like some of the meats do. But it did leave behind a lot of my garlic and onion. Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna take too long. Alright. This is my canned green chili sauce. Did I make it myself and can it? No. I could have. I did not. I actually bought a couple of gallons of green enchilada sauce, which they call it green enchilada sauce, but or verde enchilada sauce. All it is green chilies. And a few other things they put in it. But for the most part, it is green chilies. And it has an amazing flavor. So, the can was dented. So I canned it. And it made either 4 or 6 of these. I can't remember. But I did 2 of them. And they can great. I've been using them. You didn't hear the pop on that. I did. And that's all that matters, is that I did. I want to get that mixed up in there, though, because the oil does come to the top of whatever oils they use. And yes, they do use oils because they're at the top. So I'm just going to give this a quick mix. Because I'm going to use it all for this. I love vegetarian green enchiladas. So I will make those. Put about almost just a little bit more than half. Okay? Because I want to save this for me. Christopher will probably eat them too, but now these are, why'd you tell me I was fuzzy? These are your whole green chilies. I'm gonna dice them up because I ran out of my diced ones. So we're gonna dice these up and get them in there. All right. I'm not throwing out this juice. This juice is gonna go because it's good flavor. And I am going to use a plastic cutting board because the juice that falls on this, I want it to go in there. Yeah, have more than one, have more than two, because I break one a week. Literally break them. I don't know how. We're doing is opening cans. I don't even open that many. Just going to do two of these. And I'm keeping the seeds because the seeds are going to have heat. Jeremy is not eating this. When he decides he wants to eat my cookie, then I will tailor it down for him. Now you can use this, the whole chilies from the store. I just warn you, it will be spicier. And we want some heavy cream. Can you lower that a little bit, please? This is from butter from the other day. I'm going to use it all, so I'm going to go ahead and touch the cap. This is about 1.5 cups of pure heavy cream. It's not butter, not whey. This is when you separate the cream from the cow's milk. That's that. That's what this is. Before it's turned into butter. And you get whey, or it's before any process other than separating the cream from the milk. Speaking of milk, I want some. Alright. It's all done. That's it. We're going to mix it. Need to pick up them potatoes. Get it all in there. That butter, that cream we just put in, is the thickener that is going to make this all meld together. If you want to put a can of cream of mushroom, go ahead. I highly suggest you do not put in cream of chicken. Will not taste good. I did it. Maybe your taste buds will like it. I did it, and the food, this was a side dish, and it just sat there. So they tasted it, and that's about as far as it went. Now, there's only a teaspoon of salt in the actual meat. I want more than that. I want to put in, I'm just going to eyeball it, and I'm putting in about another teaspoon. And I'm going to put in about a tablespoon of pepper because me and Christopher love pepper. He keeps coming in here. He's hungry. I'm like, he just ate. I don't know how many sandwiches the kid ate. He ain't hungry. He ain't starving. Yeah, the broccoli's a good choice. Wasn't gonna put anything, and I'm like, but I want vegetables. So, all right. There we go. See that? I'll show it to you once I get it in the pan. All right, let's get that mix in there. It should all fit, but if it doesn't, and I'm doing it like this because if it doesn't all fit, I want to be able to separate the juice. I think it's going to fit. Yay. These are what you call comfort foods. They make you happy. Because when you eat it, it's like, Okay. Just do this. Now, you can save some potatoes and make them look all pretty on top. I will not be doing that. It's not a presentation. This is my family. They're going to eat the food. Make sure it's not a big pile in the middle. Spread it out. And I am going to use the rest of this butter. If y'all are on a diet, this is something you should not be watching. Somebody put on my feed when I did the pizza, they said that we eat terrible or something like that. I don't know what he put. And the guy probably goes to McDonald's every dang day. I don't know. I'm just like, you know, you ain't got nothing nice to say. Go away. Just go away. Don't just go. Just go. I mean, I don't see the point. I mean, I guess I do see the point because I used to do that stupidness too. I was stupid, y'all. I used to do that craziness too, go on people's channels. I told you that. But then when you wake up and you realize that that's really your own brother or sister you're going against, like, what? Once you truly realize that we are all related, you don't want to do that anymore. You just realize, it's like being mean to my natural born brother. This is just I have a little bit of this mixed cheese. About a quarter of a cup left. And then I got these. I got a whole case of these, which was like 24 from the Amish for like, I don't know, what did I pay? $4 or $6? I can't remember. It's just cheddar cheese. We use it on tacos and got it like a year ago, so I think I got 3 or 4 left. But you just realize that we are truly all related. All of us. Once you read the books that they took from us. It's kind of funny when I read them, I laugh and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. No. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of exciting because you really get to see the lies and the truth at the same time. And you're like, no, how could they? And you're just, it's exciting too, because then you get the truth. And I know a lot of people say, oh, I know we're related. I know that. They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Now, they might, because of the conversation, want you to know that they know. They know. So they'll, and deep down they may know, but they don't know. I know somebody, I'm not going to say who, very, very, very close to me that does that all the time. When you try and tell her something, it's like, oh, I know that. And you want to scream in her ear like, you do not. Just accept that I told you something you didn't know. Y'all got one of those in your family. I'm not going to say who that person is in your family, but we all got them in the hierarchy, okay? But it's just annoying because it's not that we want to be right. We just more so want them to know that we're learning, that we're, you know, look what I learned, or hey, did you know? And so when they discount you by saying, well, I need that. If they knew it, they would have told you. If they knew it, you would have known it before. They didn't know it. And they don't want you to think that you told them that. No. Because they're the hierarchy. All truth has to come from them. Because they're the teacher. Well, sometimes the student becomes a teacher. And I have become that, whether they like it or not, which they don't, because they're not happy with me. They think that I went off the deep end by following the Father. I didn't go off the deep end. They're going, a lot of people are going to be going off that deep end pretty soon. I don't know if I'll be joining them or not. I pray a lot that I'm not. That's one trip I don't want to go on. We've gone on a lot of family trips. That is one I do not want to partake. So this is just a chunk of mozzarella cheese from the Amish. This is some good stuff, y'all. I didn't put, it looks like a lot of cheese. It really isn't. Yeah, it is. I'm lying. It's a lot of cheese. But it's going to be good. It's mozzarella, shredded Colby, or shredded American, or sharp cheddar, I should say. And then the other one was Colby. The first one was Colby. All right, we're going to cover this with foil, okay? And then for about 30 minutes, and then we're going to take it out, and we're going to let the cheese have at it. All right, I'll show it to you when it's done. If y'all don't have the restaurant foil, if you get it, this is the big one at Costco. I have the little ones for my littler pans, but the one at Costco, they're really nice. And I see a lot of people trying to cover up the edges of like a square dish or whatever. You gotta squinch it together. You can't just lay it flat. I mean, on cast iron you can, it'll grab it, but you just want to scrunch up the sides. Well, all you mamas know this, but the little young ones, I see these YouTube videos and they're going like this, and they're going like this, they're trying, and it's just going flat. It's popping up on them, and I wanted to tell them, no, you got to grab it. You got to wrinkle up the edge. And I want to go over there and go to the computer and show them how to do it. All right, there we go, into the oven. Okay, this is after I put it back in the oven because I wanted mine a little bit crunchy. So I want to pour me a bowl now. I'm so excited because it smells amazing. You all, when I say something I make is, oh my God, it tastes so good. Oh my God, it's amazing. I'm cooking for you guys a lot of stuff I've never made this before. I've made it with cream of mushroom soup. I've never made it using enchilada sauce and those chilies. A lot of the things that I've made and I'm trying them for the first time. If it's something I've made before, then I'll be like, you know, you'll know because I'll tell you I've made this before. All right, so I've never made this, y'all. I want the crunchy potatoes over here. In the back. Just want the ones on top. Look at this. I smell the broccoli. It didn't burn. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, y'all can kind of see that. See, it didn't burn. See that? I mean, you get a little bit stuck to the bottom, but it didn't burn. See that? So I want some of this that was down there. I'm going to back it up so I can show you. Look at that, you guys. I'm going to taste it. Let me find a fork over here. Oh, I'm going to get a spoon. I ate out of this bowl and a spoon like a little baby. Alright, I want to get this. I'm going to get a piece of broccoli, piece of potato. Alright, let's taste this. Mmm. This is good. I've never done this before with the chilies and the enchilada sauce. This is good. All the green enchilada sauce is green chilies, right? And you guys, I think you'll like this. This is even more of a Chile Relleno casserole than the quiche. I won't talk about the quiche no more, I promise. But yeah, this is a casserole. This is comfort food. This is winter food. Something that if you need to get your kids full on something, this is amazing. The broccoli actually tastes really good in this, and I think your kids will like it. Sprinkle a little bit more cheese while it's, you know, nice and hot. Good to go. All right, hope you try it. Thanks for watching. Shalom.